called Shelter Island the Rock, and you're on island. Everywhere else is off island. Greenport, off island. Paris, off island. Antarctica, off island. We have about 2,400 people year round and about 10,000 in the height of the season in the summer. We are a resort community. We're going to be looking at some of the best haunts on Shelter Island, best places to visit. We don't have a lot of chains, so it's sort of home rule. A lot of locally owned businesses, and we want to support them as much as we can.
We're at the Harmon Hawkins Visitor Center at Meshomock Preserve. Meshomock Preserve is the Nature Conservancy Preserve. Obviously, you go out on the trails and kind of get a first-hand look at the nature itself, but we usually ask people, why don't you come inside and look around in here first before you go out there, because you certainly can pick up a lot of hints and things to look for in the visitor center itself. This right here is a diamondback terrapin shell. These turtles right now, they're a turtle that you would find in salt water. And these turtles right now are laying their eggs on beaches and barrier beaches. I just saw one yesterday at a different place, but we certainly have them here at Meshomock. This is a whelk shell right here. And right here is the actual egg case that the whelk lays, and each one of these little discs has little shells in it, little whelks that are little tiny replicas of this. We actually have an area called an aquaculture area that we're raising these to be released into the bays. So we're doing that kind of work on the preserve as well. We're trying to show the piping plover, which is a federally threatened species and endangered in New York State, and they do nest here on Shelter Island and also all over Long Island. And it'll actually try to draw you away from its eggs or young. Basically just say, look at me, I've got a broken wing dragging it along, so that if I was a predator, I'd say, well, I can get and eat this bird, so you can actually leave those eggs and chase the adult bird. And then once they get far away from the eggs, they'll just fly away. This is taken from a scene in a pond, and it's exactly the same scene, but in 3 different seasons. This one here is the spring, and it shows the frog actually laying eggs and the salamander emerging here. And then go into the summer, it's the same exact scene, but a little bit different. Got a wood duck, a green frog, and there's just the painted turtle down there. I don't know why we skipped over fall when we did. We went right into the winter. And so now you find these dormant things like this. The turtle's down there, buried in the mud. So is the frog. Totally different look. And of course, above here, nothing going on. This is the living log. There's a lot of times people think of a dead tree. What good is it's laying there? You know, might as well clear it out. But there's so much going on inside a log. This black racer snake. We don't have ants that big, but it's in order for you to be able to see them, the carpenter ant. All these different life forms that are going on in here, the centipede, and then on this end we have a millipede and some wood lice or pill bugs. So there's so much going on in a log, even though we think of it as a dead tree, it's really a living log. You know, you get a kind of a taste of what you're getting into, what you're going to be seeing out there. I think it makes you more aware. Looking at it like this so close up and seeing these creatures like this, what, that stuff's out there? I mean, you'd be walking out, hey, there's a log, let's see, you know, maybe we can move it around and see what's under there. So yeah, definitely coming in here to explore here and then go explore out in the preserve.